last 3 weeks that I've been consistent with these products, I haven't had a single itch on my leg. I've got no new scars, no new wounds, no new scabs. I cured my itchy legs. How did I do that? First things first, before I get into the products, I want to let you know that the reason why I was able to discover these products, to come up with these routines, and to figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, is a heightened sense of self-awareness. I feel like the past 5 years that I have been single has really made me learn myself so much. And once I started learning about myself, once I started becoming aware of myself, my habits, my behaviors, why I do certain things, why I feel certain things, all of that stuff, emotionally, mentally, and then even physically, that's how I was able to get to this place. Now, if you're struggling with something and you can't figure out why your body is behaving the way it's behaving, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, I'm telling you, you're not spending enough time learning about yourself, being with yourself, dissecting yourself and your behavior, and just you as a person. You don't know yourself very well. If there is something that you're struggling with or that your body's going through, and I'm not saying like illnesses and things, I'm just saying like certain things are curable, and we just need to look deeper. We just need to really analyze ourselves. Um, so yeah, my itchy legs, right? First of all, let me just say to you that if you are someone like me who, whenever you have shaved your legs, waxed your legs, sugared your legs, epilated your legs, threaded your legs, whatever hair removal treatment you have done to yourself or to your legs. I'll start with legs, okay? I could talk about other body parts, but I'm starting with legs today because legs are something that in the summertime when it's warm, even in the autumn, winter time, sometimes I like to have them out. But at times I haven't let my legs out. Why? Because they are so scarred from me scratching to the point where I actually bleed. Okay, that's how hard I scratch myself. Part of it is, I think, to do with my ADHD. And with ADHD we have certain, I don't know, impulsive compulsive behaviors where if we do certain things we like obsess over them. So the scratching is a thing where I have scratched my legs all my life, and the reason why they get itchy, or the times that they get itchy, is after the hair removal process. A few days later, when the hair starts growing back, the ingrown hairs mostly are what makes it itchy from what I have observed. So they would get trapped under the skin, they're unable to get out, and because they're growing inwards, they're irritating the skin. And you know, I've used exfoliating gloves, I've used different types of scrubs, I have tried a lot of things. I've tried different types of soaps to try and soften the skin and, you know, kind of break that barrier and exfoliate so that the hairs can go through. But a lot of the times it hasn't worked. Not a lot of the times, always it hasn't worked, and I always get the itchy skin when the hair starts growing back. So I just recently just really went like researching, or just looking at my habits. And one of the things I must say, okay, now we're going to get into it, one of the things you have to remember is that your skin is going to be tough for the hairs to break through, okay, if it is dry. So the first thing we need to tackle is we do not want dry skin, okay? So that means having that once a day shower, sometimes even twice a day. And if you're not able to expose your skin to water about twice a day, you want to get a washcloth, a flannel, have hot water on it, and just press that onto your legs. Okay, that's something that's going to help. And then afterwards you're going to dry and moisturize. Okay, that's really important. Now, I don't know about you, but there'll be people pretending that they're having showers every day and they're not. Okay, I'm guilty of that, and I've learned that part of that is to do with my ADHD. Like, personal hygiene is such a struggle with people with ADHD, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say to you that I have showers every single day for the whole of my life. No, I haven't. Okay, sometimes I'll skip days with an S at the end, plural. Yes, I do, and I just know that that's just something I struggle with, and I have to kind of really, yeah, So I'll tell you when I actually realized that what I'm using actually works. Basically, so 3 weeks ago, I started waxing again, right? For the warm season, for, wearing our skirts and our dresses and all those pretty things. And then what happened is I said, no, this time I'm going to try and tackle the ingrown hairs and the itchiness. And then I found a product in my cupboard that I had bought because I saw it in like some TikToks or something. And because some woman was talking about, having everything smooth and all of that, I had bought the product and not used it consistently. And since I've been really, really learning about myself and my ADHD and everything, I know one of the reasons why I fail at things or I don't succeed at things is my lack of consistency. I find consistency really hard, a real struggle. And so I said, no, I'm going to be consistent with my legs, I'm going to be consistent with my pits, and see if I can stop the ingrown hairs, the bumpiness, the itchiness, the keratosis pilaris, KP, chicken skin, strawberry legs, all of that stuff. And this is what I've been using. I think these two products are the only products I've made a difference. The first one is the KP Duty Body Scrub with AHAs and PHAs by Derma Doctor. Okay? And I frigging love this. I think this is the actual game changer. Okay? You know what this does? This is miraculous. Okay, when you shaved or you're waxed or whatever you've done with your legs, and then the hair starts growing back, if you have my issue, you would know what I'm talking about now. Yeah? You see those ingrown hairs growing back. You see them growing back under the surface. You see that they're trying to get out and they can't get out. Yeah? And what do you resort to a lot of the times? Picking. You start picking with tweezers. You want to squeeze. You want to do all that. Yeah? Don't do that. When you're getting into the shower, okay, go in with this. Now, this says to use it on dry skin. Try it on dry skin, like how this is. But for me, the best way I found for my skin is I have wet my skin slightly. So I just put like some water on my hand, I rub it on my legs, and then I scrub. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes per leg is enough scrub, okay? Now, I believe this has chemicals, some chemical elements that are exfoliating, which is why it works so well. So once you do that on both legs, yeah, every few days I also do it on my underarms as well. But because the underarm is such a sensitive area, I don't do it as much. But on my legs, every day, babe, every single day. Okay, you do that, and then you wash it off. Then you do your normal shower routine. Come out, okay, dry yourself, pat yourself dry. Then, oh yeah, by the way, what happens is when you're out in the shower, you look at your legs again, inspect them again, and you'll see all those hairs that were trapped underneath. At least 90% of them, they will all be sticking out. Sticking out. Literally exfoliates all that skin above, okay? So whatever's dead and that can go, it exfoliates it all. Okay, and then once you've patted yourself dry outside the shower, you know what the other thing is that is amazing, and that keeps your skin moisturized and soft. And I think this is key because you don't want your skin to get dry. Okay, don't let your skin get dry. Even during the day, if your skin gets dry, use this Eucerin Urea Repair Cream. Okay, now I first got introduced to this through one of those TikToks or YouTube videos or whatever, and somebody was talking about its exfoliating properties because of the urea it has in it. Now, with urea, what I understand is that we also have urea in our sweat, and that has exfoliating properties. And so having urea in the cream is also exfoliating your skin throughout the day as you have it on your skin. But this is extra moisturizing as well. It's crazy how moisturizing it is. And I'm telling you, the first couple times you use it, you will actually like rub on your skin, and like the dead skin, you will see it like rolling off. Not rolling off, but like you can actually, it's coming off basically the first few times you use it. But then when you're used to using this for a long time and you have a really good exfoliating routine, it's just giving you softness and moisturization all the way through. I really love this. It also comes as a lotion in a bottle, but I prefer the cream 100%. Lotion is very moisturizing as well. It just depends on you and what you want. But these two products, ooh, holy grail, holy grail, right here. Okay, and I've linked them down below, both of them, and I just think, listen, the last 3 weeks that I've been consistent with these products, I haven't had a single itch on my leg. I've got no new scars, no new wounds, no new scabs, and I have waxed and epilated at least, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times in the past 3 weeks because my hair grows back really quick. So in between, like, you know, when I'm getting them little hairs growing back, I am going to epilate, and I haven't had a single day where my skin has been itchy. Like, it's absolutely, I'd never thought I would get to this place in my skincare journey. I've got hairs on my legs now because they're growing back, but they are so smooth. I've never had my legs feel so smooth in my life, and that one is because now I am exfoliating properly. Okay, I have an exfoliating glove when I have shower, but then I'm also using this KPDT scrub, which is helping immensely. And so the bumps from the ingrown hairs aren't there. That's one. And two, my legs are getting really well moisturized because of that cream as well. So all of that combination of that stuff is helping. And my strawberry skin, I mean, it's still there, but it's just so much less noticeable. So if you're somebody struggling with ingrown hairs, itchiness, especially on your legs, you need to give this a go, because this is the only thing in my life that has worked.